Hey, it's Paul and welcome back to B&B Talk. This episode is about the biggest one that we've seen so far in this whole Maya-Rick storyline. I'm going to jump right into things. The first thing we see is Brooke, and she brings Eric up to speed on the fact that other people know about Maya's secret. Eric wants it contained as fast as possible. He knows this is going to hurt his son, and he knows they're fighting against time because Maya has told him she's going to be telling the secret to Rick tonight. Now, Brooke tells him that Nicole has told Wyatt, and they both know that it's significant, and they know that if Wyatt tells Bill, it's over. And Eric says that they have to put their faith in Maya, that she's going to do the right thing and tell Rick before he's spared the humiliation. Yeah, it's really tense at this point. Then we see Ridge, and he goes back to Wyatt, and he asks him, because he knows that Wyatt never really answered the question before, whether he told Bill Maya's secret. And Wyatt can't lie, and he can't deny it anymore, and he tells him that Bill does know. Now, Wyatt says that Katie and Liam know as well, and Ridge is mad, but he's more concerned than anything, and him and Wyatt race over to Bill's to try to reason with him. Then we see Katie and Bill, and they are arguing back and forth about it. You know, Bill is stating his position. He's almost beating his chest about the fact that Rick has to be taught a lesson, and this is business, and a whole host of other things. But Katie knows that this is mean-spirited. It's not the right thing to do, and she doesn't want any part of it. And in fact, she really starts pushing her point with Bill, and she worries about, you know, the fact that Maya, as well as many other transgender people, will be persecuted once they come clean with their secret. So she's not gonna back off on this at all. And Bill says that he's reporting the truth, and then he's also protecting his investment. Katie says a lot of transgender models have come out, and the public hasn't, you know, made a big deal out of it. But Bill insists that Rick has to learn a lesson. After that, Ridge shows up with Wyatt, and they want the same thing. They want to tell him to back off. But, you know, Bill is more of the mind that this is Ridge's fault, and he tells him that. He says, if you hadn't have stolen Caroline from Rick, we wouldn't be in this situation, and he blames him. You know, so they're going back and forth. There's a lot of argument on this, but in the end, they all get him to kill the story, and he finally agrees to kill the story. He calls Justin in and tells him to kill the story. And when everyone leaves, Bill calls Justin back and tells him to run the story, and he says, no one's going to tell me how to run my business. And you know, Dollar Bill, he's sticking to his guns on this one. The last thing we see is, I mean, all through the episode, we see Maya and Rick, and you know, she tells him there's something you got to know about me. But Rick says, no matter what it is, I don't care what it is, it doesn't matter. And she says that she's got to tell him. And noticeably, she hasn't given him an answer to his proposal, but he sweeps her off her feet, takes her upstairs, and they make love. And while they're talking after, he asks about that proposal, and he asks about the answer, and she says, I can't give it to you until I tell you. And then she starts to tell him the story of Maya, and that's where we end things off. So it's a really gripping episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please come back and I'll let you know what happened. It's Paul, it's B&B Talk. Don't forget to follow us on social media, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.